Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, Miracle Makers all around the world, and what's going on to the Miracle Maker online community? I am Eric K. Park, founder of All the King's Men Mentoring Organization, and of course, I am your expert mentor. Today is day number 28 of National Mentoring Month 2017, and it's Saturday. It's been a long day. I am so tired. I know you guys look at me in these videos and like, man, this dude looks tired. And it's mostly because I am really tired today. But I'm just happy to be here with you today. What's going on, Jonathan Martin, down there in Houston, Texas? My man, the newscaster down there. I hope you're having a lot of fun, man, with the Super Bowl and all that's going on, man. So have fun, man. For me, here in Nashville, Tennessee, it's good to see you, though. But anyhow, man, it's National Mentoring Month, day number 28. And so I've been coming live every day this month and just sharing some of my favorite mentorship tips, some of my favorite stories, and just some of my best advice for anyone who is looking to become a value-driven mentor, or for anyone who is a value-driven mentor. And today I'm not going to hold you very long. I want to come to you and share something that I think is very important in mentorship, and that is knowing how to just really share your perspective in mentorship. Oftentimes, as a mentor, we find ourselves wanting to tell people, especially our mentees, what to do all the time. And so what happens is your mentee may come to you with a certain situation, and you immediately start to tell that young person, or even a person that may be a coworker, you want to tell them exactly what they need to do. And the problem with that is that they are not you. I've learned in my mentorship that every time a mentee tells you something, or sharing something of concern with you, that is not necessarily an indication that they are looking for you to tell them what they need to do. If your mentee is anything like me, they may be a person who feels like they are very capable of making their own decisions. However, they just want to have somebody to run their ideas by in order to get a new or a different perspective on the situation that they are dealing with, not necessarily looking for an answer. And how that can be dangerous for you, especially if you are a professional and you are a mentor to one of your colleagues, and your colleague comes to you and they just, like I said yesterday, they just may need a listening ear, but you are so eager to jump in and tell them what they need to do. That could actually be a turnoff. That could be a turnoff more than anything. What I tell my mentees, no matter what age they are, especially my older mentees, me being your mentor, you have to be able to take what I'm saying to you. And I think an old farmer said this once before. He said, you got to be able to chew the meat and spit out the bones, right? And so when you are a mentor and you are giving your mentee advice or giving them your perspective, you really should tell them to go ahead and, hey, listen to what I'm telling you, and just take what I'm telling you and apply it the best way you know how. Chew the meat and spit out the bones, or however that saying goes. I'm probably messing it up. But the point is this: everything that you say as a mentor should not be exactly what your mentee should do. Give your mentee an opportunity to learn and to grow and to make their own decisions, so that they are in fact living their own lives and not living their lives based on what you are telling them they need to do. It's okay to let your mentees make up their own mind, and it's okay to let them make up their own decisions on the things that are going to affect them in their life, right? After all, so for an example, I am a married man, been married for 5 years. I have a beautiful family, and I talk to a lot of other married men, and I just talk to them. And sometimes I actually am talking and looking for advice on things I should do in certain situations. And other times I'm just having casual conversations. And one thing that just irks me to no extent is when another man tries to tell me what I need to do in my house with my wife and my family, just solely based on his house and his wife and his family. No, no, no. That's not a good thing to do, because my wife is not your wife. I am not you. We have totally, completely different ways of thinking and handling situations. And so if you are a mentor and you're trying to tell your mentee what to do in every situation, it might not line up with the things that are important to your mentee. And using my example, what one man does in his marriage might not work in another man's marriage. And so you got to make sure that you are balancing, your advice with more so just giving and sharing your perspective. And even if you just take the situation that I just mentioned, say you're mentoring say you're a married man and you're mentoring another married man, and he's having a problem that you may have actually experienced or are currently experiencing in your own marriage. And he's coming to you and he's just kind of talking to you and kind of sharing with you. As a mentor, for that man, you don't want to come out and just say, well, this is what you need to do, because that may not be what he needs to do. Maybe he needs to just do something totally different. Maybe he just needs to listen to his wife. That doesn't, what you have to tell him is not really truly what he may necessarily need to do. But what you could do is just offer your perspective on that particular situation. When for those of us men who are married, there's any number of situations that we face on a daily basis in our relationships, but there's no one way to handle any of those, right? There's things that come into play that your mentor may not know about. And so when you are talking to your mentor, this is for those of you who have, and those of us who are, who have mentors, married mentors, what I like to call them. For those of us who have those mentors, you may even want to get to a place where you're telling your mentor right off the bat, hey man, I just want to talk. I just want you to listen. I don't necessarily want you to tell me what to do, because I'm capable of deciding for myself what I need to do and just deciding with my wife on what I need to do. But can you just offer me your perspective versus offering me or telling me what you think I should do? Do you get that? Do you understand that? Offering a perspective is can be just as valuable as offering good advice, because what it does, again, it allows you as a mentor to allow your mentee to express their own autonomy in making their decisions in their life. And that's really just that simple. Just keep in mind that every time your mentee comes to you and talks to you about a specific situation, he or she is not coming to you for the answers all the time. In my book, The Miracle Maker, I even wrote about this. One of my mentees, he's a dentist now. Drake Dudley, graduated from Meharry Medical College, and he's practicing dentistry right here somewhere in Tennessee. And we had that conversation, and he made it simple. He said, people pay for perspective, and me as a mentee, and when I come to you, sometimes I just want to hear your perspective based on who you are. I'm not necessarily looking for the answers to my problems. So be sure to remember that the next time you're talking to your mentee and you're thinking about giving advice, I want to challenge you to, instead of giving advice, how about you just share your perspective? That's all I have for you today. It's been a great day. It's been a great weekend. I hope you are somewhere in the world doing something that is important to you. As always, happy mentoring.